They feasted at Magnolia's table, they've ridden the boats down the Brazos, and now they're ready for their Baylor Bears to go to work here inside McLean Stadium in Waco, Texas. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the UCF Knights, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Baylor Bears. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we're ready to tee it up. And the Bears will kick it away to start us off. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down for this offense. Using his legs, it's Watkins. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The deeper into the season we get, the more they win, the greater their confidence that they can finish strong here in the Big 12.
Heck yeah, Reese. The bigger the expectations get, the bigger the consequences get for every single game. So you know this league is tough. You know there's always a lot of points scored. You know there's playoff implications possibly down the road. So this team's got to continue to stay on course and continue to do what they've been doing.
No doubt about it. All their goals still out ahead of them right now in play. The thing they've been really good at doing, outside of just being a talented football team and showing up, is that they've got their head where it needs to be every single week. Doesn't matter who they're playing at an extremely high level, just taking one game at a time. They got to do it again today.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Brown wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Offense in a bunch formation. Got the quick completion.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Takes the handoff. It's Reese. Still on his feet at the 45. Running toward the tape. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bears!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the 2nd level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
And they did tack on that extra point with no problem. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Return goes at
Now the UCF offense ready to go go back to work. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Brown will throw it. Makes the grab on the left. Still running at the 40. Oh, it's out. He picks it up, still on his feet. The Knights want to move quickly.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And he's got it at the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, UCF!
Big-time players make big plays in big games, man. And it seems like each and every week when this guy has an opportunity in the end zone, he's coming up with the big one. That time, great job focusing and concentration. Defense not able to cover him. That's his now 10th receiving touchdown on the year.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
Right down the boulevard. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, it has gone final in that top 25 matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Georgia Tech went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Yellow Jackets always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
And you ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They'll try the right side. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
He's marked down at the 28. 3rd down coming up.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Back to pass, it's Robertson. Fires to the right. Got him, and nobody's close. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And a really good job by the quarterback, being very decisive. He saw his matchup, he went for it, he attacked it, got the positive gain. I would say he's going to find that guy a few more times today.
And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
He wants to throw. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense. A penalty on the play, and it looks like offensive pass interference. The Bears have this offense rolling. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Stopped after making the catch.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Hubs it downfield. Makes the grab. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
This is a designed run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, they went QB designed run, but there just was nowhere for their quarterback to go. Couldn't go outside, and there was just way too many bodies on the inside for him to get anything positive. They lose a yard.
Throwing right. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Baylor! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fair catch, called for and made. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He fires it out to the right. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. They'll try to pick up the first. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, first half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, you live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pick up a 10 and a first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Got enough space. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Ready to try the point after. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
The give to the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And you got a good better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. And that pass is intercepted. Touchdown, Baylor! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And they knock through the extra point and they're up 28-7. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Offense set on first down. Looking for a gap. It's Watkins. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. Brown will throw it. Might be looking to run. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, when you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
Dumps it to the back. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
You know, it's difficult for QBs sometimes when you're throwing to your running backs because they're not receivers. You really got to be perfect with the ball placement. You got to make that a catchable throw. A little bit too tough for the RB on that one.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he intercepts it. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bears! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. SMU has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up 14 over Cal. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Slabs ahead for a yard out to the 33. The Knights headed quickly to the line. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the big fella. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Brown wants to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete on the right side. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looking to throw on second down. Flushed out of the pocket. Grabbed over the middle. It's Watkins. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. They get to the line quickly. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires to the right. It's complete. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Knights!
A nice job by this offense, putting the scoring drive together. And now listen, it's not even halftime yet. So keep fighting, going to halftime, regroup. We found a little something on this drive. See if we can cut into this lead and continue to make this game closer and closer.
And the extra point is good. They still trail 35-14. So a drive there of 85 yards. Still a big hill in front of them, and they'll try to start the climb with an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Well, we're only in the first half, and I don't think... Onside kick in the 2nd quarter on their bingo card. They were trying to catch the opponent off guard, but it didn't work. Now let's find out what this offense can do. You have got to make them pay for gambling.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making an accurate throw.
Looking for a man. It's Robertson. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Baylor! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll call for the fair catch here. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they could go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that, dude. They score here. We're in for a ball game.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. He's loose down the middle. Touchdown, UCF! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. To the air on first down. He uncorks one deep. And he's got it at the 15-yard line. They make the stop, but man, oh man, did he almost get a score on the final play of the half. A big game. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. All teed up and ready to go here in the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. To the air, it's Robertson. He's right on target. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Oh, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Dances away. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit.
field goal.
And that is no good. Couldn't find the range on the field goal, couldn't cut into the deficit, and they're still down by 21. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
So frustrating as a defense because you've got the offense in 3rd down. You're in a situation now where you can get off the field if somebody just makes a play, but you let the quarterback escape, and then beyond all that, you can't even get a good hit on him because he slides to protect himself.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Great job staying home by the defense there. Offense trying to go option. The QB keeps it, but you see the great assignment football. Everybody's staying where they're supposed to be, and they're able to rally to the quarterback and tackle him for a loss.
Handoff from the gun. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
And the Bears are flying down the field. Quarterback checking off. Scanning the field, it's Robertson. Fires downfield. Complete to the left. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Bears come to the line with a new set of downs. He's looking to throw it. Slings it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That's now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed it.
Yeah, those mistakes.
And it's on the ground. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this gets the ball back for its own.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Floating away. Pulls it in. It's Anderson. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Quarterback floating away from pressure. He's got it on the run. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, first and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
Fast motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Touchdown Bears! And the beatdown has ensued. This dude is just slicing and dicing this defense into little tiny pieces.
Carving him up, completely comfortable, knows exactly what he's getting, had so much success today. You got to find a way to make these quarterbacks feel more uncomfortable.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. So they take over with great starting field position, moving 36 yards. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. Crosses the 30, he's got away. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the third quarter.
49, UCF 21.
First down to start the drive after the break. He's going to pass. Using his legs to buy some time. Pulls it in. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but That's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Brown will throw it. Fires one high and deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, trailing this much in the fourth quarter, the offense is looking for an explosive play to try to ignite them and get them back in this one, but nothing doing. Nice job in coverage.
On third down, he drops the throw. Finds the tight end. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36. The Knights want to pick up the tempo.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
With the catch, it's Stokes. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. He's looking to throw. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught. But how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Went up top on 2nd down. That leaves him needing a yard here on 3rd down. Got it looking for a first. Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Knights! That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
And the extra point is good. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. SMU is putting on an offensive clinic. Almost reminds me of the days of the great Pony Express. They're up by 31 over Cal. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. It's a reverse. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And the defense has to be careful. When you've got receivers with the speed that guy has, you really need to play with good eye discipline and know where the ball is at all times. Because if he outflanks you, he could take it to the distance.
3rd and short now from their own 48. Now the play fake. He makes the connection. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. And the Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Knocked down at the 29-yard line. Picked up 15 yards on the play, and he's got a first down.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't get any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play down the line. Just keep that in mind.
And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Turning to the running game on first and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. You're interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
And I love working the slot receivers, and you see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys.
Touchdown, Baylor! And the stomping has commenced. They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it set up on the outside. At the 35, he's loose. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. The Knights moving quickly to the line.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Brown wants to pass. He's going to let it go. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. Tackled, but he has a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. From the red zone, looking for a man. Headed to the end zone, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, UCF!
Yeah, and listen, that is awesome to see the guys continue to fight, continue to keep competing, because this game is over. Like, we don't need to fool y'all. We're not trying to get y'all to stick around and improve ratings. Like, the game's over, but you're continuing to fight. You powered in for the touchdown, and show your kids that we're going to always fight no matter what the score is.
And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they
fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. The 40. Running inside the 20. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Knights!
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Bangs it through for an extra point.
That makes the score Baylor 56, UCF 40.
They are running out of time here. They need to get the ball back. They'll line up for the onside kick. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. This will be picked off, maybe just the turning point they needed. Got room on the return. Touchdown, UCF! How about that D making the play and lighting up the board and swinging some momentum in their favor?
How fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. SMU has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 31 over Cal. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Bears enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. They'll run it. It's Washington. Heading to the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with an impressive 18-yard touchdown run. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Crosses the 40. Afterburners coming. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense comes out for what almost certainly will be its final drive late in the 4th quarter. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He makes a grab. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go. But great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Trailing by a touchdown here in the 4th, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. Line getting set on 2nd down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Quarterback's just going to take a knee. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning